Okay, so we're gonna come back to level 1. We're gonna add a kitchen right here. The reason for that is this is a cabin, and I'm out in the woods. I'm not gonna be ordering delivery every single day. So I might want a little kitchen here, so we're gonna add a kitchen here. This is slightly different than the assignment that we're gonna give you, just because we wanna show you how to add a kitchen, because in your final project, you're gonna have a kitchen in there. So you're gonna need to know how to put or place a kitchen, right? So that's the reason why I'm adding it. So everything's gonna be a component, just like everything else. If it's not a door, window, or wall, it's gonna be considered a component. So we're gonna go to components, component. We're gonna load a component. Let's scroll up. Oh, I went too far. All right, now, specialty. Specialty equipment. You got it right?
You got it right. So I guess I'll get 5 points.
It is specialty equipment.
I'm so mad.
Specialty equipment. Domestic. Domestic. And we're gonna use mid-range. They used to have a low range, which would have been perfect for our cabin, but we're gonna have to spend some money and put mid-range equipment. We're not gonna put high-end. Come on. I'm out in the middle of the boonies. I'm not gonna have a chef-style stove. All right, so we'll use a mid-range, ni modo. All right, so we're gonna do the refrigerator. We're gonna place the refrigerator first. Now, with the freezer on the bottom and everything, that's too fancy for a cabin. We use these. These are getting outdated now. You find them at the those you find on the Pulga online already. All right, let's grab one of those. Let's hit open. All right. Same thing as before, guys. Where your cursor is in the back, or where the cursor is, that's the back of the refrigerator. So we can hit the space bar, rotate it. Okay. And then we're gonna move it from the corner of the fridge to the corner of the project. And then we're gonna separate it 2 inches away from both walls. So move up 2, 0 space 2. Move forward 0 space 2. So there's our refrigerator. Now, I personally don't like the word refrigerator going all the way across it. Okay, so we're gonna change this. I wanna change this text, guys. I want you to change the refrigerator text. To change the name or the word, you click on the refrigerator, click on edit type, and then right here it says label, where it says text. You see label, you see the whole word refrigerator. Let's just put REF, capital letters, REF. Hit apply, hit OK, and see now, at least we have an abbreviation. Now if we take it completely off, it'll put a question mark, and I think the question mark prints. That's why I would rather just put REF on there.
Yeah.
All right. Now, don't panic. Don't panic if your refrigerator shows like some hidden lines representing which way the door's open. Okay. It's determined by the amount of level of detail that we're showing. See, mine is set to the white paper right here. But if I press it and go to medium, see? So these are extra little details that'll help you with space planning. How much space are those doors gonna take when I open it up? Right here in this one, and then go to medium. Right here. Right next to the scale. It's a white paper. Click it and then go to medium. And then you'll see the doors open. So this is just the amount of detail that we're going to show you. Okay. All right. So we're going to add some cabinets here to make a kitchen. Okay. So component, load. We're going to go to casework. So we're going to go to the library, to the main library. So scroll up. There we go. Main library. Casework. Casework. Base cabinet. All right. We're starting on the bottom. We're gonna build our kitchen up. Same process, cabinet, countertop, cabinet. So base cabinet, we're gonna get single door and drawer. In other words, it's got a little drawer like this one on top. So we can store our cooking tools there. Spatulas and spoons and all that. Let's hit open. We're gonna change the size. Let's get an 18-inch. All right, 18-inch cabinet. Hit the space bar, make sure it's facing the right direction. And we're gonna place it against the wall. And I'm gonna put it right against the stove, refrigerator first. Okay? Right against the refrigerator, right against the wall. Then we'll move it up 2 inches. There's gotta be a 2-inch gap there. Missed it by an inch. 2 inches. Did you get the right one? Did you get single door with drawer? Or did you get double door? Okay. There? Get it? All right.
Which one was the cabinet again? Which one was the single door?
With drawer.
With drawers?
Sliding.
Sliding, right?
No, just a regular drawer on top. Like this one. All right. Next, we're gonna add a stove. Next, we're gonna add a stove. So it's a component. So we're gonna load. We gotta go back out. Specialty equipment. Domestic. Mid-range. Range, not the cooktop, range. And let's use gas. Excuse me, thank you. Let's use gas. Let's hit open and hit your space bar, and we're gonna place it right along the edge of the cabinet, all the way to the back, and we're gonna hit escape. There's our range. Okay. We're good? Yes? All right, I'm gonna copy this cabinet. All right, so I'm gonna copy it. Select it. Copy command. Right up here. Copy command, select it, copy command. Click anywhere on the screen, move my mouse up. And we're gonna move it. Okay, so look, this is what I want. I want for there to be a space from here to this side of 33 inches. Okay? In order to do that, the software starts dimensioning from here, or the distance starts here. So I have to include 18 plus the 33, which is 51 inches. So if you type 0 space 51, enter, that leaves 33 inches in between this cabinet and that cabinet, okay? All right. And then I'm gonna move my stove. I'm gonna move it forward 2 inches. Right there, 2 inches forward. And then I'm gonna move it up. Up. It's gonna be a weird number because I already did the math and I already did this exercise. And I know that to put it right in the middle of the gap, you have to move it up 0, space, 1, space, 5/8. 1 5/8 of an inch. Okay? 0 space, 1 space, 5/8. Move it up that amount, that distance right there. Okay? Forward was 2 inches exactly. Up, it's gonna be that 0 space 1 space 5/8. And then hit enter. Este número es para arriba. Para enfrente, acá towards me, eran 2 pulgadas. 0 space 2. I'm gonna leave it on the screen in case you're behind. Let you get caught up. Forward, this way, you're gonna take it away from the wall 2 inches, up 1 5/8 of an inch. That should put our stove right in the middle. Trust me, I've done this before. There we go. See, right in the middle. Okay? We good? Anybody behind? See? All right. The next thing we're gonna add is we're gonna add a sink right here. Next to this, we're gonna add a sink right here. Okay? So to add the sink, we need the cabinet first. Okay, so we need a cabinet for the sink next, after this. So let's go component, load. We gotta go to casework, so let's go back out. Go into the casework folder. It's a base cabinet. And I want to use this one. Base cabinet double door sink unit. Component, and then load, casework, and then base cabinet, and then it's the base cabinet double door sink unit. All right, hit open, and the size, we need to change the size. Now, we're gonna change the size to 42 inches. 42 exactly, 42 inches, okay? Hit the space bar and line it up right on the edge of that one and right all the way to the back. Hit escape twice. This is where our sink is gonna go. And then we're gonna add a 1 foot little cabinet on this side. Or should we do another 18 inches? Oh, it's getting too close over there. Yeah, 1 foot, right here, 1 foot cabinet. Component, no load, don't load. You're gonna go to here. We already loaded it. Right here. Base cabinet single with drawer, 12 inches. Rotate it and place it in place, right there. Okay, in other words, I don't want my sink to be the last thing, at least a foot to put cups or something to dry after I wash them. All right, we good? All right, so next, what goes on top of the cabinets? Top. Countertops. All right, so let's do our countertops. So look, we're gonna have to do this in 2 segments, in 2 pieces. There's gonna be a countertop here for this little guy. We're gonna have to use 1 countertop and shrink it for this one like little guy. Then we're gonna have to do another countertop for all these guys, okay? So we're gonna have to use 2 countertops, 1, 2 countertops. So let's go to components. Go to load family. Oh, yeah. And then we're gonna go up 1, countertops. All right. The first one you're gonna select is this one, countertop by itself. The third one down. Countertop by itself, like this. It's just a straight piece. You see how it's just straight? This is the first one you're gonna load. Okay? Let's hit open. All right. Now notice it's up here. We hit the space bar to rotate it the way we want it. We want it actually going up. Okay, and we're gonna click where it goes, right here in the back and in the corner of the cabinet, the small cabinet next to the refrigerator. Okay, now, once you place it, click on it. So right now, look, it's a really long cabinet, countertop that goes all the way over here. Well, we don't need it to go all the way over there because there's no countertop where the stove is. So we just wanted to stop right there. Right here, from here to here, just on top of our cabinet by itself. So then we're gonna need another countertop, so we're gonna load a second countertop. Countertop, load the countertop with a sink, the second one. Okay, so the first one, we loaded the third one down. This time we're gonna load the second one, countertop with sink. We're gonna hit open, and this doesn't quite fit, right? Because our sink is further up. And if I go this way, well, it's not gonna work. So look, we're gonna drop it in like this. Okay, and sometimes you'll have to do this depending on how, like especially if you're using the L-shaped ones, the sink might be over here, but you need it over here or something. So you'll need to figure out and get really close to what you want. And then mirror. So in this case, I'm gonna mirror this one. Enter. But I don't wanna make a copy. I don't want to make a copy of this mirror. I just want to mirror it. So if I mirror, that's a little more like what I need, right? The sink is further up, away from the refrigerator, or the range, sorry. Did I lose anybody on that step? I lost you. Control Z. You have it like that? Click on it. Mirror. Take off this check mark right here, take it off. And press on the bottom of the, click on the bottom of the countertop, see? All right, we good? All right, so we're gonna move it in place. This time though, I'm gonna do the exact same thing as before with the restroom sink, is we wanna make sure that the middle of the sink, right here, somewhere right here, lines up directly in the middle of this space from here to there. Because if we start moving them with the grip points, it's gonna get hard to get it right in the middle. So the easiest thing is to use your move command right there. See that grip point that came up on my countertop? I want that spot to be directly right here. See this middle piece of this middle line, it'll come up. The middle of your cabinet will come up right in the back there. See that grip point? That's exactly where we want it. The reason for that, like I said earlier, it's gonna line up your sink perfectly to your cabinet underneath. And then all I gotta do is extend this one there, and extend this one here. And there's our kitchen so far. That's all we got. Ooh, I'm gonna align the window to the sink using this align tool. So align, look, middle of the sink first, align, middle of the sink first, then the window. And there you go. There's our kitchen. The upper cabinets, I'm gonna go over the upper cabinets, guys. Just pay attention because I'm gonna do it real quick, but it's a simple process. It's not difficult. So you guys can do it on your own after the class is over, but because we're out of time. So let me cover this real quick. So look at mine. Pay attention at mine. Don't do it. Just listen. So it's architecture, component, load, wall cabinets. Come on. We're gonna use this one. Upper door, single door. Upper cabinet door, single door wall. Hit open, and now I'm gonna match the sizes. This was 18, right? So that's 18. And look, I'm just gonna drop it. It might be slightly off, it's fine, we can adjust it later. Drop that one there, and then the last one on the other side, I'm not gonna put any here. I've got a window, but I've got this little one, right? It was 12. So I'm gonna change it to 12 and drop it in place. Cancel, cancel. Now, all you're gonna do is go to Go to modify. This thing got changed. Use the align tool to this edge, that edge, to this edge, that edge, and to this edge, that edge. So there. And if we look at our house, I'm not gonna delete it because I need it, but I'm gonna hide it. I'm gonna hide the roof so we can see inside. There you go. Now those of us that are like, oh, this one opens that way, maybe I want this one opening that way, I just hit the space bar, see the little handle, switch over, there you go. Those two, and then maybe this one that way, that one that way, I don't know, it's just. Okay, that's it, that's all I got.